Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's remarkable to see how far we've been. Today, just about 8 months after the Bitcoin halving that occurred on the 19th of April. And what a year it's been. We are witnessing one of the most extraordinary bull runs in the history. Bitcoin supply shock has kicked in, institutional interest is skyrocketing, and the entire market is brimming with opportunities. In the months leading up to and right after the halving, I discussed early plays that paid off significantly. For example, I mentioned Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu at less than a cent, and it later sold past 30 cents as it speak. Another one I was particularly proud of was Fetch AI. At Kairos Fund, we looked at Fetch AI when it was hovering around the 20 to 30 cents range, mid-2023. At the beginning, many looked at me in disbelief. Like, okay, maybe you can turn 120K into $1 million because you have a fund, but not me. But here is the truth. If you had faith, did your research, understood the narratives, and had conviction, that kind of success was possible. Fetch AI shot above $2. And at its highest point, not too long ago, it broke past $3. It became a multi-million-dollar win in our portfolio. And this, without any special deals, no pre-seed insider allocation, and no handshake agreement with the team. Just a publicly traded token, listed on the main exchanges, and available to anyone. So I know that half of you watching might be skeptical. You might think, sure Ben, you can put this off, but I can't. And I've been there. I remember feeling that same disbelief. Nonetheless, my faith in God taught me a lot about self-confidence, courage, and conviction. I've applied these principles to business, personal relationship, community building, and even crypto investing. Faith doesn't guarantee you will always pick the right coin, but it gives you the courage to seize opportunities when they appear. Whether you share my faith background or not, I encourage you to cultivate some measure of belief in yourself, in the value of education, in the growth of this technology, so you can grab the opportunities available on these markets. Now, if this is your first cycle, I won't lie to you by telling you that we are still early. We are not at the starting whistle. Imagine a football game. We are now at halftime, well into the main event. The Bitcoin halving did its job by sparking a supply shock, and we are watching the ripple effects play out across the market. Now, is it too late to make money? Absolutely not. We might not be at the kickoff, but the score is not decided yet. Just like a football game, we can have additional time. And this market can surprise you in how far it can extend. In today's video, I'm going to break down a few key things. First, Bitcoin's post-halving landscape. We'll discuss why Bitcoin, after showing so much strength, recently had such a pullback, and why you shouldn't be too worried. Next, I will share which catalysts lie ahead, and why I believe the bull run has more room to run. 3. How to profit in current markets. Whether you are an OG that has been here in previous cycles or a newbie as of last month, I'll show you the strategies to get these 2, 5 or 10x opportunities. Then 4th point, we'll talk about the importance of market cap and narratives. Understanding market cap tiers from large cap blue chips to small caps moonshots will help you to identify where real wealth is generated. Point 5th, new and improved infrastructure. Coinbase's recent advancements and user experience improvements are making crypto easier and safer, tackling long-standing pain points for investors. In the 6th point, I will discuss Fetch AI growth potential. I will highlight Fetch AI as a star performer and why I still see an incredible upside potential for this AI-driven project. In the 7th point, I will discuss meme coins realities. And love them or hate them, meme coins have a unique regulatory and social angle that can't be ignored this cycle. Then we will have a look at real-world asset tokenization and emerging plays. We will discuss how real estate, real-world assets, and new protocols are changing the face of crypto investment. In the 9th point, faith over fear. And here I will wrap up with a biblical lesson. This time revisiting David and Goliath. In many ways, investing in crypto markets mirrors facing giants. Faith and conviction can lead to victory against all odds. Let's dive right in. So first off, let's address the elephant in the room. Bitcoin price dropped recently, catching some investors off guard. Back in April, when the halving approached, many assumed Bitcoin would rocket up in a straight line. Historically, though, Bitcoins often sees a pre-halving drawdown. In 2016 and 2020, we saw dips from 20% to 38% before the real fireworks started, and this time was no different. After the halving this year, Bitcoin soared to new highs, then retraced a bit. While some people panicked, I looked at historical patterns and got excited. Why? Because such dips often set the stage for the next leg of the bull run. Each previous cycle showed a similar pattern: a dip, consolidation, and then a strong run up. It's not just crypto internal dynamics at play. The US stock market, especially the Nasdaq and the S&P 500, still has a notable correlation with Bitcoin. After a blockbuster first quarter this year, the stock market cooled off. Inflation data, interest rate expectations, and global economic shifts created headwinds. Naturally, Bitcoin and altcoin felt the ripple effects. But as any experienced investor knows, pullbacks in a bull market aren't just normal, they are healthy. Markets don't run straight up forever. Periodic resets are necessary to flush out leverage, reset sentiment, and establish more sustainable price flows. Each time the market recovers after a dip, it usually does so stronger than before. Now, what about the catalysts that will push this bull market forward? Let's break them down. Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve have indicated a series of rate cuts through 2025. Even if they are more cautious than initially expected, any further cuts pump liquidity into global markets. This new capital seeks growth, and crypto is increasingly viewed as a growth avenue alongside tech stocks. Also, by now, multiple Bitcoin spot ETF have launched, attracting billions in wrinkly dollar retirement funds. BlackRock's own ETF alone has funneled over $35 billion into Bitcoin. With each passing quarter, more asset managers jump in, which stabilizes and elevates Bitcoin prices over time. Thanks to it, the global crypto market cap has surged up to $3.8 trillion, reflecting over a 130% increase in the past year. In comparison, the S&P 500 market cap is around 50 trillion. This stark contrast highlights the substantial potential growth within the crypto space. Moreover, the approval of multiple Bitcoin ETF and ETH ETF has attracted significant institutional investment. Collectively, these ETFs have accumulated over 104 billion in assets, accounting for 5.51% Bitcoin's market cap. This influx of new capital not only stabilizes Bitcoin price, but also paves the way for broader acceptance of cryptocurrencies. Additionally, the election of a pro-crypto administration in the US has further bolstered market confidence. President-elect Donald Trump's nomination of Paul Atkins, who is a known advocate for cryptocurrencies and digital assets in general, as SEC chair, is expected to foster a more accommodating regulatory framework and environment for crypto. This shift is anticipated to encourage innovation and more institutional participation in the crypto market. These developments underscore the vast growth potential in the crypto market, especially compared to traditional financial markets. As institutional adoption accelerates and regulatory framework become more supportive, the crypto market is poised for continued expansion. Now, if you're aiming for substantial gains, understanding market caps is crucial. High-cap cryptocurrencies like Ethereum might lead decent returns. But for those looking for 10 to 20x growth, mid-caps and low-caps often present the most significant opportunities. High caps are more stable and established, offering conservative growth. Mid-caps, which are under 1 billion valuation, have a potential for substantial returns. More established than low caps, but still capable of significant growth. And low caps that are under $100 million valuation. Higher risk, but also where the big winners are found. Identifying the next fetch AI while it's still under the radar is how fortunes are made. It's important to note that low caps are not always riskier, especially once they list on centralized exchanges like Coinbase, Bybit, Binance. By the time one of these institutions lists a token, it has undergone thorough vetting. While risks remain, it's not the same as buying unknown token on a lesser known platform. Remember, when Bitcoin dips, everything else dips. But when market recovers, altcoins and low caps can rebound more strongly than the rest. So how to navigate the 2025 market as a new investor? Stepping into crypto markets can feel as stepping into an MMA cage without any training. The environment is hyper competitive with retail investors, institutionals, whales, and market makers all seeking profits. So, to survive and thrive, study narratives. Don't just buy random coins. Understand why something might rise. Is it connected to AI, tokenization, DeFi, NFTs, or a new layer 2 innovation? 2. Stay informed. Follow reputable analysts. Join communities. And keep up with the news. Timing matters. Third point, manage risk. Never invest what you can't afford to lose. I said it before in previous videos, and I'm saying it again. When you enter a position, consider dollar cost averaging into your position. Fourth point, use the tools available to you. You can use decentralized exchanges, bridges, and wallets. Overcome the technical frictions to access early opportunities. Now, what about Coinbase innovation? Coinbase has made significant strides addressing the pain points that plagued new investors. Recent enhancements include instant wallet setup, creating a wallet in under 10 seconds right within the app, passkey-based transactions, eliminating the need to write down 24 words, seed phrases, biometric security, utilizing fingerprints or face scan to secure keys, seamless on-chain interactions, directly connecting Coinbase wallet to an exchange without copying and pasting addresses, reducing user errors and anxiety. These improvements lower the barrier to entry, making it easier for newcomers to join and remain in the crypto space. Now let's talk about Fetch AI, which is a star in the AI-driven crypto realm. So before the crypto halving, I identified Fetch AI between 20 cents and 30 cents as a high conviction play. Why? Because I saw it at the intersection of two big narratives, AI and blockchain interoperability. Fetch AI provides an open access, decentralized machine learning network that enables smart infrastructure built around a decentralized economy. In simple terms, it's about autonomous economic agents performing complex tasks like optimizing energy grids, supply chain, and even financial services, and this across various markets. As the world grows more comfortable with AI-driven technologies, and we all remember the early mania around ChatGPT, investors started to look into crypto projects that integrate AI. Fetch AI was listed on every major exchanges, had strong backing, and was delivering real tech instead of empty promises. Over the past few months, it sold past $3, turning modest investments into life-changing sums. And guess what? I still believe Fetch AI has room to grow. Compared to multi-billion dollars projects with less tangible utility, Fetch AI current valuation leaves space for future expansion, especially as AI adoption ramps up globally. If I had to pick one coin to hold in this evolving AI narrative, Fetch AI will still be right there on my list. Now let's talk about meme coins. And meme coins are a mixed bag. Some people hate them, some others love them, but here is one angle that is often missed. Meme coins, by their nature, might escape certain regulatory pitfalls. Unlike utility tokens that can be misconstrued as securities, meme coins often represent pure community-driven speculation. They have no claim on revenue, no equity structure, and often no real central entity behind them. This regulatory gray area can be oddly favorable, allowing them to operate free from some SEC scrutiny. Additionally, meme coins are excellent marketing vehicles. They spread virally on social media, rally communities, and attract newcomers who might later graduate to more serious investments. While I wouldn't bet the farm on a meme coin, holding a small position in a promising meme project can sometimes yield eye-popping returns. Now let's talk about the tokenization narrative that is heating up. Big players like BlackRock CEOs Larry Fink have called tokenization the next frontier. Imagine slicing real estate, fine art, or corporate bonds into digital tokens. This provides fractional ownership, global accessibility, and transparency. We've seen how real estate tokenization projects like Propy have made strides. They are integrating real-world property deeds onto the blockchain, offering instant verification and cutting through bureaucratic red tape. With Coinbase and other major backers on board, such project could one day hit $1 billion market cap easily. Just like how Fetch AI bridged the gap between AI and blockchain, a real estate tokenization project bridged the gap between traditional housing market and the crypto rails. The upside is huge, and the narrative is still early. As more stable, real-world revenue streams enter crypto, valuations could skyrocket. The tokenization narrative is gaining significant traction. Industry leaders like Cathie Wood or Larry Fink have identified tokenization as a pivotal advancement for financial markets. Fink emphasized that the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities, will be tokenization of securities. Propy, a real estate tokenization project, has demonstrated notable progress by integrating real-world deeds, as I mentioned before, onto the blockchain. Propy offers instant verification and streamlines traditional processes. As of today, Propy's price stands at $1.59 USD for a total market valuation of $159 million. This valuation suggests a significant potential for growth, especially as the tokenization of real estate and real-world assets becomes more prevalent. The global market for tokenized assets is projected to reach $16 trillion by 2030, indicating substantial opportunities for projects like Propy. As more stable real-world revenue sources enter the crypto space, valuations could experience considerable growth. In every cycle, certain memes or phrases gain popularity. The term higher has emerged in a rallying cry in the current market, symbolizing the collective optimism of investors. And a coin called Higher capitalized on this. Currently priced around 5 cents, down for its all-time high at 11 cents. It may present a viable entry point for those who believe it can regain and surpass previous all-time high. The key with meme-like projects is to manage your risk. They can experience rapid changes in sentiment, leading to significant price volatility. Now, let's talk about Ondo. Ondo Finance is another key player in the tokenization game. Backed by prominent investors such as Founders Fund, Pantera Capital, and Coinbase Ventures, Ondo aims to bring trillions of dollars worth of real-world assets onto the blockchain. With a fully diluted valuation of $2.6 billion and complex supply dynamics, Ondo presents an intriguing opportunity. Approximately 14% of Ondo supply is currently circulating, with even less truly liquid due to locks and vesting schedules. This low free float can lead to sharp price movements. If Ondo successfully partners with major institutions, it could also experience significant growth. Because again, by 2030, tokenized real-world assets are expecting to reach $16 trillion market size, dwarfing other sectors like AI, which is projected to have a market cap of just over $700 billion by then. Ondo fits this narrative well, especially as major institutions are paving the way for mass tokenization. If you are bullish on the intersection of traditional finance and decentralized finance, Ondo is worth researching. I strongly recommend you to keep an eye on the investments made by the Base ecosystem, like Avantis, BSX, Onboard, OpenCover, Paragraph, and Trueflation. Trueflation, for instance, provides accurate inflation data directly on-chain, and it's backed by Coinbase Venture and Chainlink. While it doesn't have a token yet, the launch of one could present a significant opportunity. $2 trillion in real-world assets might come on-chain. The market is in need for accurate, decentralized data feeds and indexes, which is Trueflation area of expertise. If I could invest in something pre-token, this would be at the top of my list. To conclude, let's revisit the timeless tale of David and Goliath. The Israelites faced a seemingly insurmountable giant. David, a young shepherd, stepped up with faith, a sting, and 5 smooth stones. He triumphed not because he was the strongest, but because he had unwavering conviction that God was with him. In these markets, you are David. The crypto market might feel like Goliath, huge, intimidating, filled with complex jargon and hidden pitfalls. You might think you lack the capital, knowledge, or connections. But as I've learned, when you move forward with conviction, trust in the process, and conduct thorough research, you can overcome giants. I achieved significant success this cycle by investing with courage, not fear, by seeing potentials where others saw chaos. Just as David's faith empowered him, your belief in your investment thesis, your willingness to learn, and your steady hand in turbulent times will set you apart. Alright, so we've covered a lot today, from macroeconomic factors and the Bitcoin halving aftermath, to specific coins like Fetch AI, meme coin strategies, NFT infrastructure, and tokenization play like Ondo or Propi. There is a world of opportunities out there. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and consider following me on Instagram and Twitter for quicker updates. If you want even deeper insights, I have just opened a private research community in the links below. So there is currently a waitlist. Feel free to join if you're serious about leveling your investment game. If not, that's perfectly fine. There is plenty of free content here on YouTube. As we head into 2025, remember, the game is not over. This bull run has more chapters left. Keep learning, stay curious, and above all, hold onto your faith, whatever that means for you. Because if I learn everything from this journey, is that faith over fear can lead to outcomes that far exceed our expectations. Thank you all so much for watching. May you have an amazing day, and I'll see you all soon with more insights and guidance as we navigate this incredible crypto landscape together.